Hello students, how are you doing? Okay, that's what I expected. Great, right? So I just want to ask you one question before beginning my today's video. Are you ready for that? Yeah. Just imagine you are studying in some 4th or 5th standard and your teacher comes to your classroom and asks, tomorrow is Independence Day. How many of you would like to give a talk about Independence Day? Then you enthusiastically raise your hand and say, teacher, I want to do it. Okay. Then your teacher takes your name. Then you go home, tell your parents that I am giving a talk. So your mother or father, somebody helps you out for preparing the speech. You are ready and your parents are sitting in front of you, you give a rehearsal. After that, next day, when teacher calls out your name, you go on the stage and try speaking what you have practiced yesterday, but you look at the huge audience and you feel nervous. Then you are not able to speak anything. Then your teacher motivates you. Matada, yen agangilla, you start speaking. So your teacher motivates you, but still you are nervous looking at the people and you stop talking. Then you just get down. Next year, again teacher comes to your class and asks, tomorrow is Independence Day. How many of you are ready to give a speech? Then you feel like raising the hand as you did previous year, but you hesitate. Why? Because you remember the past experience. Yes or no? So then you feel, don't you remember what happened last year? You couldn't speak even a word. Then how will you do it this time? Don't give your name. So you quit. Friends, so oratory is called as a skill when you present yourself on the stage in front of so many people. It is always said, death is the second fear. Public speaking is the first fear because many people face this fear of presenting themselves. In this video, you are going to learn what is oratory, how you are going to learn the skill. All these techniques you will be learning in this video. Are you ready? Done. So, what is public speaking according to you? It is an art, right, of communicating your ideas to the larger audience. It is one-to-many communication. So, what are the different types of public speaking? The first one is elocution. Elocution andre enu bhashana madodu, right? So bhashana madodu andre adralage neevu ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್, ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್, then your own opinion. This is what you are combining together and giving a talk. This is called elocution. Debate. What do you mean by debate? Debate means there are two topics. ಒಂದೇ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎರಡು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ? ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಫೋನ್ಸ್, ಗುಡ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್, ನ್ಯೂ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, good or bad. So if such thing is given, debate gives you an idea to stick to one particular opinion. If you feel cell phone is good, you should argue that it is good. You should never say it is good, but sometimes it acts as a disadvantage. You should never say that in your debate. Debate means you are sticking to one particular idea. Okay? It depends on you how you want to select. Say the topics like joint family or anything which is related to joint family or nuclear family, or some topic is given like whether joint family is good or nuclear family is good, Hollywood is good or Bollywood is good, love marriage is good or arranged marriage is good. This is a debatable question. And some greater subjects on debate may be relating to politics, relating to religion, right? God is there, God is not there. These are all topics of debate. So whatever may be the thing, you have to stick to one particular opinion. You should never agree, yes, being in the joint family is good, but I think sometimes nuclear family is better. That becomes your elocution. So whenever we talk about debate, you have to continue with a single opinion, and you should supportively give the instances, give the information related to that, but to strengthen that particular subject. It's called as debate. Then you have extempore. What is extempore? You must be knowing pick and speak, right? You pick the chat and something is written in the chat, you have to prepare for that and then deliver it. That is extempore. So this is where your public speaking skills are absolutely tested, whether you are really good at it. See, you know, when I was in pursuing my PUC first year, just out of high school, and then there was a extempore competition organized by Times of India. Then I confidently, I gave my name, I enrolled my name for that, and I went to attend the extempore competition. And I was competing with whom? BA students, BCom students, BBA students, right? So all those degree students were there, I was competing with them. Then what subject did I get? I got the subject till death part us. So at that age of 16 years, it was very difficult for me to understand the subject at the first instance. And secondly, you were required to prepare within 5 minutes. 5 minutes time was given, within that you have to prepare and deliver a talk. And my knowledge at that age was really tested. Then what did I speak, do you know? I spoke about national integration. I said, we are the citizens of this country, let us all be together till death part us. I concluded my talk, right? Though I didn't get first and second prize, that is immaterial, but I couldn't understand the topic, what was given, right? So actually you were supposed to talk about the relationship of husband and wife and how they are joined together, gelled together, and they are promising each other till death part us. And at that age it was not possible for me to understand that. So I gave a talk on national integration, utilizing it. So what made me happy was I didn't give up, I just gave a try. You understand? So extempore is a skill. You have to pick up the chit, look at the topic and see whether you know the topic. If you don't know the topic, and see what you can add up to that and present your speech. So for debate or any kind of oratory, 99% is practice and 1% is presentation. 99% you have to put in your hard efforts practicing, right? Practice in front of the mirror, practice in front of the people. So whenever the chance of going on the stage and delivering the talk is given, you should never let it go. That is tip number 1. So whether you have a desire to become a good public speaker or not, if you have a desire, you will get opportunity. When you get the opportunity, you should make use of it. When you make use of it, you become more perfect. So every time you go on the stage, searching for the words, they become very easy when you keep on giving practice of public speaking. Then next is seminar. You all do this seminar in your college, right? College and university, you prepare on a particular topic of your academics especially. You prepare on that, go on the stage on a particular day, right? And then give your seminar. Most of the students think, out of my experience as a faculty in commerce, I am telling you, many of the students, what they do, whatever topic is given, they write down all the points elaboratively. And what they do in the seminar is, they go, take the paper and start reading whatever is written. That is not the way of presenting a seminar. Now you have a facility of using PPTs, using your laptops. So you are blessed because you are born in this era. So you should make use of all the possible facilities which are available to you, right? So seminar means one-to-many communication, but on a particular topic, right? Then you have workshop. What is the difference between elocution and workshop? In workshop, we are giving the practical aspects, the training, okay. So I can tell you, if you want to sense whether there is cold, touch your nose. I can tell you theoretically. But when I make you touch your nose, that is workshop, right? That is a difference. In elocution, you are just telling you what to do. But in workshops, you are doing actually what is being taught. So this is the group activity or individual activity. So workshop are filled with the practical activities, questionnaires, then discussions, all these things happen at workshop. Then presentation. So presentation clubbed with the oratory skills, right? That gives a very important influence on the listeners. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೋ ಹೌ ಟು ಎನಿಮೇಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ನಿಮ್ದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಎನಿಮೇಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ಫಾರ್ ಯು, ರೈಟ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಗೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಡೆಲಿಬರೇಷನ್. ನೀವೇನು ಡೆಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತೀರಿ, ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ 1000 words. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಯು ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್, one music track or one video, right? So in NLP there is a concept of VAC, right? Visual, auditory and kinesthetic. So visual means some people feel they have learned when they see it, right? Auditory people, they want to listen. New chanda explanation kotre, they are happy. Auditory people, they feel workshop was excellent. Kinesthetic people, they are neither happy with the visuals nor happy with the auditory. They want to do. So they want to do the activity. Then only they feel, yes, I have learned something in the workshop. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ 3 things ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್. ಏನೇನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿಜುವಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್, ದ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್. ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಡಿಟರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಅದನ್ನು ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೈನೆಸ್ಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಯು ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್. ಇದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ದೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ವಿನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್, right? So and you should know how to prepare the PPT as well. Okay, who is a great orator according to you? You might have attended so many programs, and in that program you might have liked somebody's speech. ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬೋರ್ ಹೊಡೆಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಮುಗಿತದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ವಾಚು ಟೈಮು ನೋಡ್ಕೋತೀರಿ. ಆಜು ಬಾಜು ಕೂತವರಿಗೆ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಬೋಯಿಂಗ್, ಯಾವಾಗ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಇವರು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇನ್ ಒರೇಟ್ರಿ, never bore the people, right? They are giving their precious time to listen to you. So don't bore them or don't make them feel dizzy, drowsy. Don't make them annoyed, right? So there was a program wherein the speaker started speaking. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ he took, right? But there was only one person who was sitting in the audience. Then he said, oh well, I understand that you are listening to me. I'm so happy that at least you stayed back when everybody else left the place. Then he said, no sir, I was not listening to your speech. I'm the next speaker. I was waiting for my turn. That's what he says. So always keep in mind, never bore the people, right? So orator is one who is able to attract and grab the attention of the audience, right? So how you can attract the audience attention, right? Start with something exciting. Tell your story, right? When I was a child, or when I was doing my PG, when I was in my degree, this happened. Then so many people will relate their life with your life and they get more interested, right? So for first few minutes you take looking at the people, understanding the people, right? And don't look at the people who distract you. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಾಬಾ ಸಾಕಂತ. Don't look at them, right? But look at people who are curious, who are listening to you, who are looking at you, right? So if you want to grab the attention, tell something that excites them. Then you are winning your audience, right? And if you feel not comfortable looking at, right, you have to look into the eyes. But sometimes what happens, continuously if you start looking at only particular people, other people will get bored. So look on top of their heads, just glance. Like you should use the table fan technique, right? Like this, and again come back like this. So when you can practice it, then you can become a good orator, right? One who is able to convince audience. Is it possible? Never ever think that 100% of your audience will appreciate you. Never mind. If 80%, 90% of your audience are okay with your presentation, then you are a best orator. Don't worry about it, right? So, never aim at winning everybody, but aim at presenting well with good examples, stories, introductory, with knowledge, right? So, with all these things you need to give to the audience. Then tell me, best orators, are they born or are they created? Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you know how to fly an aeroplane? None of you, right? Why? Because you have not learned it. How many of you can ride a bicycle? Majority of you, right? I don't know where you are sitting, whether you are sleeping and watching my video, but I want to do whatever I ask you to do so that you will learn it better. Done? Ready? Okay. So, how many of you know how to drive a car? Just raise your hand. How many of you know how to ride a motorbike? Just raise your hand. So, why we know certain skills and we don't know certain skills, right? So, we don't know how to fly an aeroplane because we have not learnt it. We are not pilots. Cycle, I know how to ride because I have learnt it. I might have fallen several times. Even after learning, I might have fallen sometimes, but still I am able to manage myself. Yes or no? So, all the good orators were at the beginning, they suffered just like you. Never ever say no to the stage. Whenever you get a chance, go up, grab the opportunity and do it. You have gone for one day trip, next day in the class your madam asks you, how many of you had gone for a trip? You raise your hand. That is very simple and easy. The next she asks, somebody come and share the experience. Somebody means who? Everybody's responsibility is nobody's responsibility. So, you don't stand up and go over the stage and deliver it because you think Mahesh will go, Suresh will go or Saraswati will go, right? Aishwarya will go, Manjula will go, why should I? So, this attitude keeps you away from the stage. So, whenever you get a chance of making an impact, if you have resourcefulness, use it. There is no lack of resource, there is lack of resourcefulness. If you don't have resource, you can create them. If you don't have resourcefulness, then it is very difficult to grow in the life. You understand that? Then few orators get the skills inherited, that is very rare, very rare. But majority of the people, they develop the skill. So, in my next video, I am going to cover about how quickly you can prepare the short speech. So, whatever I have told you about oratory, keep revising them, keep learning and visualizing, right? If you think you have a stage fear, what you should do is, you should visualize that you are standing on the stage, giving a fabulous talk on particular topic. All the audience, they are listening to you with rapt attention. They are so curious to learn from you because you are an expert in that. You are talking, and when you finish your talk, when you conclude your talk, all the people, they are standing up and giving you a standing ovation. Do you know what is the meaning of giving standing ovation? That means they are so impressed, they are so happy with your style of public speaking. When they give that standing ovation, that is the result of your oratory, right? So, when you can visualize it, then the same thing you are inviting and attracting in your life. And similarly, you can achieve whatever is needed to be achieved at that particular time. So, first answer my question, if you have a desire to become a good orator, then you have to practice, right? And after practicing, you have to deliver. 99% of practice, 1% of presentation. So, when you are able to utilize all these things. So, first thing, start with the icebreaker, then the body of the presentation, whatever you want to say, then conclude with a message. This is what is about oratory. So never worry if you have no exposure or no guts to stand on the stage. Start with simple speeches. Once or twice if you practice it, it will become handy for you, and very easily you will be able to deliver your next speech. And always remember, don't look at the ceiling fan or towards the ground. You should always look straight into the eyes of the people who are listening to you. Honor the people who are listening to you. Respect your audience. Never disrespect your audience, because they will never love you, right? So to become a great orator, it is necessary that you develop that kind of knowledge, that kind of desire, that kind of love towards your audience, then deliver the same, right? So that's all in this video. Next video, I am going to teach you how you can quickly prepare the short speeches. Till then, bye-bye.